So it's November 24, 2025, just after 4 p.m. And I'm going to do a walkthrough of the house so we can take a look at the various things that are accumulated within the house. So I'm starting outside just so that we can go into this first room. This is the sunroom, and there's a few things, I don't know if, just so you can see what's here, and of course you can walk through this room to see if there's anything of interest. It's a bottle. It says 2000 on it, so they must have made that for the year 2000. And of course, a lot of this clutter has been just in recent days when we've been trying to pull things out of drawers to see what was in the drawers. So this, of course, well, not of course, but this is a room that I showed you pictures of before. I'll just quickly go through here just so that you can see the context. This is the living room. These are all those things that I showed you in those pictures. It's the piano. The clock is wrong. So there are a bunch of records. I don't know if there's any value to any of these vinyl records. They're old. They're my parents' records. These are just some photo albums I found, so I'll take those, show them to my parents. Here's a Toby Keith autographed poster board. I don't know if this is interesting, but these coins are from 1974 for Klondike Days. These coins here, some of them are kind of loose, but I'm pretty sure all the coins are there. They're in a Millennium collection. So I showed you all these before in those pictures. This is kind of interesting. This is a certificate from the Oilers from 1974. It's about the opening of the Northlands Coliseum on November 10, 1974. And there's two of these certificates. So, and then, pretty amazing to have a piece of paper from 1974 in perfect condition. So this is the kitchen. You've seen pictures of this. Not really too much more to say about that. I just opened the cupboards here. Just, some cups. I don't know if there's anything of value in here. Any glass that's notable. Yeah, just plates. So I don't know. Let's see what's anything in here. Just spices. Just some glass. Cupboards. Because I'm not sure. Can't quite reach up there, so I'll leave that closed. And yeah, there's nothing really here. It's just some food from back when they were living here. And some more glass and some pots in here in this little storage area. So now we'll go downstairs. So my brother had packaged up a bunch of things into these boxes, and I haven't really looked through very many of them. But there's quite a few boxes in here. On this shelf over here is a bunch of some more glassware. So obviously, if you'd like to take a look at these boxes, you can. And this was my oldest brother's room. There's some old film projectors, some cassettes. Looks like over there might be some CDs. The video game controller there. Sony PlayStation. I don't know if it works. I've never used it myself. And in this dark closet area, there's some books on the shelf. If you want, you can take a look at what those books are. So over here, yeah, my mom was collecting Oilers related items. These are some Gretzky figures. They're from 2005 and 2004. And she collected these cereal boxes with Gretzky on them, and these are completely unopened cereal boxes, so the cereal is still in them. There's these alphabets and these shreddies. They all have Gretzky on them. Just a sweatshirt from the Edmonton Sun. I think, let me see what's the year on that. So that's 1988. This Bruce Springsteen sweatshirt is also 1988. These are a bunch of posters. Oilers posters. I haven't looked at them, haven't unrolled them to see exactly what they are. Here we have a TV guide with Gretzky on it. I guess I forgot to, I think the year is 1981 or something like that. And there's an envelope here with, I think there's some newspaper articles or things in that envelope. 1982 hockey sticker book. Some Oilers shoelaces there. This is a calendar from 1982. There's this isn't a calendar, but it's Edmonton Oilers from 1977-78 before Gretzky. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that's before they were in the National Hockey League. Then there's some Star Wars figures. It looks like there's some more Gretzky related things here. Mr. Big had a Gretzky chocolate bar, I think. Some Star Wars things. Some more like Star Wars. There's a Batman figure in there, I think. Star Wars figure. Jigsaw puzzle. There's a Star Trek jigsaw puzzle. There's a bunch more records here, vinyl. And in this box here. And then over here, and unfortunately this light doesn't work, but there's an assortment of things on these shelves here. The KISS sweatshirt. There's an Oilers flag up there. You see, oh, there's a light. Okay, so I turned on the light on my phone. So yeah, an assortment of things on these shelves. Big green couch stacked vertically in the corner there. Bunch of clothes here. So this is kind of a storage room that has a cellar. Like that door opens to like a cold, like they used to do pickling and things like that, and they used to put the pickles into that cold room. And they have all these bins. It says curtains and jigsaw puzzles. I don't know what's in the other bins. Up here we have some rolled up materials. I don't know what those are. And there's a Britannica Atlas. So, yeah, and so this freezer here was where my mom stored those Oilers and Star Wars items. So I didn't take everything out. There's like some, I think there might be some more like newspaper articles and paper type of things. We can take a look at that when you get here. And then over here, you know, some glass on the shelf there, and a bunch of books. Let me just see if I can see anything in here. No, I guess you can't really see. Like, there's a barrel right here. That's why I can't get to this room right now. But looks like there's some glass pots and other glassware in there. Books. There's this chest here. It's a very old looking chest, and unfortunately I can't reach it right from where I'm standing. There's a bunch of stuff in the way. So maybe if you would like, we could try to see what's in there. And this is just a fridge. I don't know why they kept this fridge, because it's empty. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in it. And more of paper material up here. I think there might be some video posters. Back in the 80s, I think, we collected posters from video stores. There might be some video posters up there. Okay. So I'm just going to go back upstairs. So from here, so this is the kitchen again. I just went upstairs, and so I'm just going to go down the hall because there's a few rooms. I don't know if there's anything too noteworthy in here. Well, I guess I'll just turn off this light. Yep, my mom collected all these mini wheats boxes. I don't know why, but pretty sure they're all empty. And she collected them after I moved out. But and that thing over there on the shelf, that's glass. I don't know if there's anything valuable about it. But it's kind of surprising that it is a glass piece. And yeah, the reason there's a bed here, and the reason why all this stuff is on it is because there was a dresser in the corner that I sent out to Kastner to auction, and we just threw everything from the dresser onto the bed here. And over here, I think this might be a sewing machine underneath that cabinet. I'm not sure. It's kind of strange that this, yeah, I can't open these doors here. Yeah, it's quite securely closed, so I'm not sure what's in there. But here we have some more vinyl records. These are really old. I don't know if they're in good condition or if they're very valuable. There's a lot of Elvis, Johnny Cash. My mom would really like Elvis. So there's a Kenny Rogers record. So there's all sorts of old vinyl in there. A bunch of clothes in the closet here. Yeah, this room used to be my room, and then yeah, so and then my niece lived here for a while, so she lived here for a while after. And then this room here is where my other brothers slept. So there's again a bunch of boxes. I don't know about anything of value in the boxes. There's this cabinet or dresser type of thing here. And in this closet, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the way here, but I can see that there's more cereal boxes on the top in that shelf. I've never looked at them to be sure that they're full of cereal, but perhaps they are. Like they're Gretzky Sugar Crisp, it looks like. It says 1988 on it. And a bunch of clothes here. There's a space shuttle model in bad condition. A coffee pot. So then over here, this is my parents' room, and we kind of scattered things around because we were trying to see if there was anything in her, like this dresser here we emptied. So I think I just kind of threw things on the floor just to see what we could find. And of course there's clothes in the closet. This blue suitcase on the bed there has a lot of old articles about Elvis from the 50s and 60s, I believe. And that's just the dresser, yeah. And that's there's a half bath in there, just a sink and toilet. So I believe that's everything. Yeah, I believe that's the whole tour. Let's see, why is that? Okay, there it goes. And I noticed found these cups here. They're Return of the Jedi cups. So that must have been from 1983. Looks like there's a bunch of different ones. But I think that's everything. And there's more glass in there. So I think that's everything. So look forward to meeting with you tomorrow to take a look around.